I want to talk about Gabby.
Yeah.
This role you play on Shrinking.
Mhm.
I mean, how much, well, the show Shrinking is all about therapy, therapists working through life stuff, real stuff, and also navigating their relationships with each other. I don't want to give too much away. Just watch the show. But tell folks who your character is, Gabby.
Yeah, I play on Shrinking. I play Gabby, and she is a therapist, Black therapist, and it's kind of Shrinking's like it's kind of a hangout show where you're just watching these people like be in houses.
Yeah. Very nice houses.
Yeah, it's
Very
like,
cute houses.
yeah. It's like a bright, like a
Yes.
bright hangout show.
Yes.
It's like not a cool show. It's like an earnest show,
Yes.
and I love it. I like
Yeah.
I like earnestness.
Yeah.
And so it's a show about this guy played by Jason Segel who loses his wife in a car accident very suddenly, and he's a therapist. And Gabby works with him, and this kind of founding father of CBT therapy. His name's
behavioral
Paul.
therapy.
Yeah. His name's Paul, and he's played by Harrison Ford. And it's about this guy working through his grief and his loved ones around him, and it's about found family, which I like. And basically, I play Gabby, and initially when I was approached, when I had my meeting for the show, I had a Zoom with Brett Gold's. Brett wasn't on that call, but I had a Zoom with Bill Lawrence, the show creator, Jason Segel, and Neil, who's our showrunner. And they said with Gabby, they wanted to tailor her to the actress that played her. And they wanted her to balance out Harrison Ford's character, who's kind of a grump, and Jason Segel's character, who's mourning, he's grieving.
Yeah.
And so she needed to be this bright warmth in the office. And that they were going to, we were going to figure it out throughout the season. And Bill, the creation of Gabby, it was due to beautiful writing and to great directing.
Yeah.
And then, me improvising a lot and finding things about Gabby along the way, and the writers saying that's okay to do that, and then writing to that.
Yeah. That's what I loved. And I could tell from the very start of watching the show that, like, half, if not more, of what this role was going to be was just going to come right from you, not from the writer's room. And there was this moment that you've talked about before in interviews in the pilot. Jason Segel's character, a therapist, has taken one of his clients, a young Black man, to an MMA fighting gym to work off some anger. He gets back to the office, proud of what he's done, and then you say to him, as Gabby, the Black woman therapist, you really thought it was appropriate to take this young man with anger issues to go fight in this cultural environment?
Take a young Black man to go fight in this cultural environment,
And that was a line that you wrote on the fly. It wasn't given to you.
No, I think it was like you thought that was okay. Something like that. Very similar.
Yeah.
But then I think I added young Black man and then in this cultural environment. And that's a very like product of The Daily Show, Two Dope Queens, personally, that's a very that sometimes I see it. Sometimes I see timing as a melody. Like
okay.
Like I see it like this is gonna sound. I hate talking about acting because I'm gonna sound like an asshole.
I want it.
I really like timing.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
I get off on it. I watch everything. Like I think everything's funny. Like I like fart jokes, and but I also will like Veep. Like Veep.
Veep.
Julia Louis-Dreyfus is always who I'm chasing.
Hits, no skips. Yeah.
I'm always chasing her.
Yeah.
She's always reacting. Her timing's insane.
The things her eyes do.
That's it.
Just her eyes.
That's it. She's like, and like just everything about her is like, I'm like, that's what I want. And so anyway, but she's timing, but the jokes, what I learned on the Daily Show, that's what was really drilled into me actually was timing. And you can rearrange a joke just simply from changing a word at the end of the sentence to the front of the sentence. And so I kind of see it as like a melody, like, yeah. So for that's like a Daily Show. Like I almost see it as like, it's like you took, a young Black man to go do the thing the writers wrote in this environment. So it's like this sort of, yeah.
And it's
so
lyrical.
It's like really quick. It is lyrical.
Yeah.
And that was my first scene that I did. And
really?
And it was with Jason, and that was great because he's such a warm actor and he's so fast. Like he's
very
sees
yes-and.
it. He's very yes and. And that's that if you've got a white guy that's number one on the call sheet, if they're gonna yes and you're like, I love this cracker. Like, what is it? Like, not him a cracker, but I mean, I meant the Eddie Murphy.
I wasn't gonna stop you.
I meant the Eddie Murphy joke where he's like, is this saltine? But all right, that's fine. I'll keep it. But
keep it.
I promise you,
Typo when
I
it
did not
stays.
call him a cracker.
Typo
but I was
when
just
it
like,
stays.
just know I was doing an Eddie Murphy and Raw impression, and he goes, that's saltine. And he's talking about crackers. Oh, like that lets me eat. Like, let her cook. Like, I'm gonna eat.
Yes.
Like, you know. And so
yeah.
when I play her, it's like, you know, I'm not thinking about being a good therapist. I'm thinking about being a warm, welcoming, inviting person. When I play her, like her to play Gabby, it's like being present. It's in doing lyrical lines. It's like committing to the writing and committing to the story. And my only job for her is to feel my emotions, because she wears her emotions. You know what's happening. She's not someone who's like playing their card. Like, I think with Harrison, like, you're like, I wonder what he's working through with, you know, Julie, played by Wendy Malick, who, you know, is his girlfriend, partner. And he goes through a lot with her this season. But for me, you don't know until he says what he's thinking. He's a steel trap. He's a fortress of solitude. Gabby, you know what's happening, right?
Well, and like her whole presentation is like,
here's what's going on.
Here it is. Like the first scene. Yeah. Hot pink pants.
For sure. She's like, sis. She's like, look, sis. Like, you know, she's like, you know, that. She's the friend you want.
And you've talked about this before as well. You are giving yourself space to be a lyrical actress. You're giving yourself space to but you're also in this environment where your character is a Black woman who needs to talk about Black woman things when it matters. And the people in charge of the show are not Black women.
That's right.
And you've talked about having to say to them, some of this stuff you won't know, but trust me.
100%.
How did that work? I'm very intrigued.
They're all sweeties, like, for the most part. Like Brett Goldstein and Jason, especially both of them, they're both like, I think Lukita calls them soft sad boys. Like, they're both that. So they're like sweet. Like, just sweet. Like, you're like, oh, I think I have a cavity because you're like sweet. And so that's like, they are like, you do. And Brett's like, yeah. Like, you know, he has that vibe of like, do the thing. Yeah, yeah. And so that's nice. They're just not, there's no notes. It's like, just go. And for Bill Lawrence, when we first started, he was like, look, like, my job is to make sure that, like, you have, I give you the presentation of this character. And then at some point in the season, it turns over to you. And I'm asking you about the character. That's what he said he wanted. And he wanted that for all the actors. Yeah. And there was that handoff. It was like a handoff that he said that he wanted in the beginning that really stuck with me. Yeah. And as a white guy, that's like what we need in the space. If you're going to be like the guy in charge making 6,000 shows, it's great if you hire like an Asian actor, Japanese actor. If you say yes, you interview them, you find out their personality, you talk to them. If you say yes, like, trust them. Yeah. Because you have, like, wisdom is knowing that you actually don't know anything. You don't.
You just dropping nuggets this episode. I love it.
No, but wisdom is knowing you know nothing. I cannot speak to, like, we have things in common, but I can never begin to think about your experience of, like, your inner world, because you contain multitudes. It's not my job to know that. And so it's not my place to cap your creative, you know, what you have to say. Yeah. And so if I say yes, if I hire someone, I need to give them room to fly and contribute, because now we're making something
together.
And that's like the joy of creating is like, we're doing this. Like, I love how you talk to everybody here in the recording, but like, I feel like you guys are all doing it. Like, why are we like, you know, you hear about actors that, you know, storm in somewhere. They're like, don't make eye contact with me, or they're throwing fits. And it's like, you don't have to do this job, first of all.
You chose.
We're playing make-believe for money. Like, you're being wild right now.
You picked this. Yeah.
100%. You could be at home. You can get any other job. Yeah. Two, you're missing, like, connection.
Yes.
And
you're forgetting that, like, everyone's the star of their own movie.
Yeah. You're not.
Everyone
this
you encounter has a whole world of their own.
You don't know if, like, they have family members that are sick. Yeah. You don't know if they
cried
this morning.
Or if they just have better stuff to do.
And everyone has lives.
Yes,
that's the other thing.
Yes.
Everyone has
a life.
So you're throwing a fit.
Yes.
And we got, like, that sound guy's wife is pregnant, and he's got it, like, or he wants to watch the Clippers game. Go Clippers. Yeah. You know, like, everyone has lives. Yes. You know, and it's like, I think we miss that everyone has as many thoughts, for better, for worse. as you
anybody
do.
else. And as you do.
You know, we all have
Yep.
that like we all have,
Yeah.
that's the guarantee, is that your
Yeah.
thoughts are ongoing, and
Yeah.
we're working to find
Exactly.
peace and silence.
I
Like
love that.
life is pain, and we're working through
Yeah.
that. That's what's guaranteed, is life is suffering.